Welcome back to Power Up's Ask a Health or Fitness Expert podcast, where we have a variety of guests that volunteer to share their love of fitness or health or products or services that are all things good for us. A quick disclosure, our podcast contains our own personal tips, advice, suggestions, and definitely some of our opinions. So today I have my weekly honorary guest, Jake Weeks, with me. We are going to talk about calories in and calories out. I have a question for you.
Oh, good.
Fun. And I just Googled it, but how many calories do you think is in a banana split? And of course that's subjective, but let's just have fun with it. And
a banana split, 400 calories.
What kind of banana split are you having? I Googled it, and of course it's probably got all the toppings, a full banana, maybe 4 scoops of ice cream, who knows, just really, really decked out, is 900 calories. When I Googled how long it would take to burn that off, if you are a 155-pound person walking at 3.5 miles per hour, it would take you 6 hours to burn off that banana split. What do you think of that? Is it worth
it? No, not if you're trying to lose weight. It's not.
Yeah.
Not for 5 minutes of satisfaction.
Yeah, I haven't had a banana split since I was a kid, but thinking, I don't know why that came top of mind, but it did. And I don't know, I mean, definitely has good memories, and can't say that I'm never gonna have one, but wow. Yeah, maybe go about it in a lighter fashion. And I'm sure that's, rich ice cream and what have you, but I don't know. That's crazy. Crazy.
It's a lot, it shows how much just one decision can affect your overall healthfulness. And if you can just reduce one decision like that a week even, then that'll make a big difference. Or if you can just reduce a smaller decision on a daily basis, that can make a big difference. If you can, this is cliche, but park at the back of the parking lot and walk that extra few steps, take the stairs instead of the elevator. Little things will add up. We talk about baby steps all the time. There's a lot of sort of misinformation about the whole calories in, calories out thing, because some people make you want to think that, your thyroid or metabolism or something else, is a factor. And it can be, but by far the biggest factor to how much you weigh in your life is calories in versus calories out. It's pretty hard to escape that formula.
I think it's really important to really sit down and be honest with yourself, what all you're putting in your mouth. I have had clients that omit things or think that, I've done this forever. I've had oatmeal forever, or I've had bananas first thing in the morning forever, and that can't be it. So they just don't tell me, or omit things, or just think that it's okay to have this soda. It's fine. But really, truly, you got to be honest with yourself. It only gives you a good insight if you're completely honest and journal about it. Talk, write out everything you're putting in your mouth, even your gum, even candy. It just all matters. But if you're wanting to lose a pound a week, you're going to have to find a way to, well, first, I think it's important to find your baseline, what it is that you're putting in your mouth for a week, right? Maybe do it for several weeks, but finding out how many calories you're actually putting into your body, how many calories you're burning, just whether that be at work or whatever you're doing during the day, just naturally, but also figuring out, where can you trim? Where can you burn calories or omit calories from being put into your body? Whole nother topic is quality of calories, but it is essential. I think it's a good calculation or a good idea, to find 3,500 calories a week to either burn or omit from your pie hole.
That's the amount that equals a pound.
Yeah.
So that's 500 calories a day. Hopefully you can burn more than you eat. And just for most people to understand, like, even if you didn't move a muscle, you'd burn 1,800, 1,500 to 2,000 calories. Right. Which, is what they recommend for how much you eat. So if you just do 500 calories worth of exercise, which is an hour's hike or a light run, for an hour and some other things, then you can accomplish that goal. Or you can just cut out the milkshake or the creamer that you put in your coffee or something like that. Or the beers after work or whatever.
Yeah, great points. But I think it is essential to move. We're getting lazier as a country. I think we're getting lazier and lazier. We're coming up with more gadgets and inventions and apps and things that, create ease of, creates being lazy, staying home, staying on the couch, having 3,000 calories delivered to your door or your groceries delivered. But, get out and move. Like you said, parking further away from the door. One, you're not going to get door dings on your car, which is very important to me, but just walk, getting in some extra movement and really enjoying nature. You're right. Get out, do a hike. I like the All Trails app, or Meetup, finding meetup groups to go walking with. In fact, I have usually 2 to 3 walks a week that I host. As I'm recording this, there's one actually tomorrow, but just finding a way to burn off those calories or omit them, but you're right. It is essential to have enough calories to function optimally and feeling good throughout the day. I have met individuals that sign up with me to be clients to allow me to coach them that are consuming like 800 calories and they're starving their body and not realizing what they're doing. They're, creating a starvation mode, which is not good. One, you feel like crap all the time, and they even admit to it. But, there's a lot to it. It's complicated, but having someone that is on your side and can help you and wade through all that confusion, I think is really important. But I just thought that was really funny about the banana split. And I think it's just, we gotta YOLO, right? You gotta enjoy life. So I'm not saying never ever have a banana split, but it is, like you said, moderation, finding a way to maybe trim it down, or having it just once in a while, like a couple times a year for a celebration or something special. I do encourage my clients to find ways to celebrate or do things that don't include calories, meaning alcohol or cake, things of that nature. But I think that association is not good. But yeah, anything else you would like to add about calories in, calories out?
If you know beforehand that you're gonna regret it, then don't do it. Like, then you have a self-discipline problem, but don't feel guilty because you had a salad or something. I don't think anybody does, but people feel guilty about the stuff that they know ahead of time they shouldn't. So exercise that little bit of self-discipline. It's 5 minutes, of pleasure for the trade-off of feeling guilty and for having to spend hours running or walking at a brisk pace, right? So exercise a little, an increasing amount of self-discipline, eat a little bit less, a little bit healthier, exercise a little bit more, and just build those habits. And then, it'll all happen for you pretty easily, I think, if you can just slowly build those habits.
Yeah. Think about it. If you're sitting there going, I'm hungry, are you really hungry, or are you bored, or are you stressed out, or, and quite often I'll try to have my clients make a list of things that they can do when they're stressed out or bored and resort to it. Have that list available. I like to have things that are physical activities, whether that be playing in the yard, planting flowers, or going for a walk, or but also the creative side. Maybe it's been years since you've done photography or painted, or maybe it's just a matter of picking up the phone and calling someone you haven't talked to in a long time, and as you're talking to them, go for a walk. I don't know. There's so many things that you can do that don't entail consuming a bunch of calories because you're bored or you're stressed out. Find another way to release that tension and that stress, instead of consuming a whole bunch of calories that, like you said, you're going to regret and wish that you didn't.
Yeah, and just like you said, have a plan, plan ahead. If you're going to binge on ice cream sundaes, instead binge on dried fruit, and then, build up to gum, and then build up to, vegetables or whatever. But, you can progressively plan for how to, be self-disciplined. You can build your own self-discipline too with habits.
Yeah. Habits and knowing why you want to achieve what you want to achieve. And that's not just a number on the scale. Usually there is so much deeper than that. Oftentimes I'll talk to someone I haven't talked to before, getting to know them. They'll say, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, well, why? What else? Well, I want to feel good in my clothes. I don't want to buy extra large. I'm, I want to stay in my size mediums and, or size 6 jeans or whatever. Like, okay, well, great. You want to feel good in your clothes. You want to stay in these size mediums, but why else? What else is behind that? Well, my spouse doesn't look at me like they used to. Okay, so your spouse doesn't look at you like they used to. How did they used to look at you? And so
And then you refer them to a marriage counselor.
but usually it really has nothing to do with that either. It usually comes back to feeling good. Like the confidence is gone. So it just like there's so many layers usually, and it's just really goes really, really deep. It usually goes, and it's different with everybody, but it usually has nothing to do with the spouse, has nothing to do with anything other than how they feel inside and their
Right.
confidence
And
and
it's
their
usually
energy.
self-esteem, right? How they feel about themselves, and just improving your self-discipline, just creating these little daily habits for yourself. Even if you reduce your calorie amount by 50 a day, that's something to be proud of and build on and gain confidence and gain self-discipline. And it'll snowball. All these things snowball. It starts off small, but then the more you get into it, the faster it goes for you. And you just, your success rate just rises exponentially with these things.
Right. And it's slow. It is a slow process, but it's slow to go adding on the weight too. A lot of people don't think that, but it is true. It's slow to come on and it's slow to come off. But so it doesn't come on overnight and it doesn't come off overnight. It's just, I think, getting the support by individuals like you and individuals like myself. So for you, I know that you train individuals to incorporate physical activity into their lives. And, what else do you do to help them achieve their goals?
It depends, for different people, they need different levels of help, but anything that they might need, whether it's the meditation, the mental aspects, whether it's self-discipline aspects, whether it's dieting, the specifics of it, or the specifics of little things they can add to their exercise regimen. I believe in holistic care and doing it, helping somebody in as many ways as I personally can. So I try to attack it from all angles.
Good. And how does someone reach you?
fitandhappyclub.com. Get my phone number, call me, and let's have a consultation.
Great. And I'll put your link below so that way they can reach out to you with ease. But yeah, this has been a great conversation and a quick little quiz. I know pretty subjective, but I thought it was kind of funny to say, oh man, that banana split, you're ready to go for a 6-hour walk. No, thank you.
Yeah, when you think about it in those terms, it makes you probably less likely to pick up dessert.
Yeah, makes you think twice. But well, great topic. Until next time, I will see you then.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.